I'm up on the 11th floor and I'm watching the cruisers below. He's down on the street and he's trying hard to force the flow. Oh, my heart's in the basement, my weekends at an all-time low. Cause she's hoping to score, so I can't see her letting him go. Walk out of her heart, walk out of her mind. Oh, not her, she's so sweet.
What are you gonna buy with all this money that I gotta get out of the bank? What am I gonna put receipts in? You got receipts for everything?
I'll step forward. I've been keeping track of the receipts, just in case. I think we got most of the things. Did we have one more stop? We got the ship here.
Ship. How much is the ship?
That one was 50,000.
50,000.
But Jareth worked their verbal magic and got him to metal plate the ship for an additional 10,000.
Fancy.
Back in that hold.
Jareth, I can borrow you on a couple of deals. I could use you on a couple of deals, Jareth, promise.
What's your commission rate?
20%. I don't know. He's not even got a cigarette in his mouth. He's smoking nothing. He just does this as an affectation. How much you get that for?
Can I hand them a cigarette?
I hate this stuff. Terrible for your looks.
Alrighty.
So 10,000.
Yep, that's 60,000 so far.
All right, you got 50,000 left in your bank.
Yep, and then we spent. We hired a crew. We hired 10 gifts.
How much you giving them for? Going for good rates these days. Good fighters.
Yep, 250 per gift.
250 per gift. 2,500 out of the bank. There you go.
You are sharp with the math as always.
I'm accountant. The accountant.
Exactly.
The only one.
Your first name is the last name accountant.
Yeah. Thomas Henry Edward accountant. Normative determinism. Hell of a
Mr. Accountant. So the next folks that we hired were actually 4 GIF. Hippo people.
That's hard to get it confused with the names. GIF.
Exactly. GIF and GIF. Yeah, it's difficult, especially in an audio format. Yeah. I really do pity anyone who would try to just listen to what I'm saying audio only. It'd be real tough. Yes. We hired 4 of them to help man the guns of the bombard because we got a bombard.
Oh, nice ship. Big guns. Big guns.
big guns. That's why they call it a bombard, because it can bombard people.
We hope.
Every day is a school day. There we go.
Yeah. And then after the GIF and the GIF.
How much for the GIF?
We also hired ourselves a brand new auto-gnome wizard.
Wow. That's pretty good. Right, okay. How much was the GIF? I haven't got how much the GIF were. 4 of those.
The GIF with 350 per soldier.
Minus 1,400. 1,400, right? And then an auto-gnome's going to set you back. Big for a wizard.
Yeah, I believe we spent another 500 on the auto gnome. 500, I believe.
Right. Yep.
I checked the receipt.
Actually, I think it was 750.
My bad. I apologize.
Yeah,
it was 750.
750. One time 250. So you still think I wrote this down?
Nice try.
So 45, 350 you got left. Unless you buy it.
That's right. And then we also went out of our way to outfit ourselves a little bit better. Mm-hmm. We went and we bought Hunky Dory here. So
you bought Hunky Dory? I thought you already had Hunky
them
Dory.
Some shiny new armor.
For free.
You said it's too short, Hunky Dory. Talk to me.
No.
I'll manage you.
I'm
I do that on the side. Prices 100%. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll make them pay. Anyway, what do you want?
So we got armor. We got armor for Hunky Dory. Yeah. We got them a I believe it says +2 quality breastplate.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't understand those numbers. You mean it's very strong?
I think it's like 2 grade as opposed to like regular grade, and then there's +1 grade, +2 grade.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
I'm not an armorer.
Yeah. Well, I am I am. So, literally, it's. I'd almost feel it's a bit of a title for me.
It's like my name and my title. It's the same. Continue. How much was that? How much was that? How much was that?
I actually
don't know. We're gonna say.
I don't think I made that deal without knowing the exact price.
How much? Let's see what else we bought, and we'll make a number. We'll bring a number. I'll make the number up. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
Yep. I'm sure you have.
What else did you buy?
The Space Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah, I got it.
You can look through.
Yeah.
And determine the value of all these.
Quantity surveyors chart. All right. Rick's calculation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take that down as a hefty price. I'm gonna say 1,500 gold pieces.
What?
Wow, that's some hefty. The armor costs more than hiring.
You're hiring.
That's fine. That's fine. I guess
You'll find this. Okay, I'm gonna say that's too much. Let's say that's too much.
Way too much.
Said 500 gold pieces. Yeah,
that seems a bit more reasonable.
500 gold pieces.
That's more than one of our staff.
Yes, but how much you hiring them for? 60 days. That's only a 60-day contract. That's only 2 months contract. That's not even a year.
But you keep the armor for a lifetime.
Yeah, you keep the armor for a lifetime. That is like you're buying a house.
But I'm never gonna die.
You might die. You're never gonna die. Exactly. See, your armor's gonna last you centuries.
That made it worse.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a minute. I was gonna trade you.
Oh, what? What do you want to trade?
Well, I have a lot of things.
Oh, I'm not selling. I'm just taking your money. I'm just counting. I'm your accountant. I'm not the buyer.
What are you trading our accountant for?
What are you trading for? I'm not for sale. Actually, I'll be for sale. Good price. I'll give you a good price.
Watch yourself, sir. I have a 5-pound water skin, and it's it's amazing.
Well, looking in my book, that's about a gold piece. So I'll give you a gold piece for it.
Oh wow!
I'll
so
put
you know what? Now it's 499.
So you've got 41,851 gold pieces in your bag still, and I'll have this lovely water bottle. Yum!
Amazing. Every gold piece counts.
Anything else? Anything else?
Yes. I actually.
Whoa.
Oh, I actually got a little bit of an upgrade myself. I got these gauntlets here. The gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Yeah.
I thought if we are going, I thought if we're going to be heading up against foes such as Adamantium and that incredible armada.
Yes, I'm also his accountant. He's got loads of cash. He's got lots of cash.
Deep in cash, aren't they?
Yes.
Well, why don't you move some out of his margin and put it in ours?
Then I would not be the accountant I was born to be.
Oh.
I am the only accountant. Unfortunately, I have to be neutral in this all matters. There's only one accountant in the whole of Wild Space.
I commend
very
your
busy.
integrity.
Thank you. I wouldn't take your money. I won't take their money. I'll skip off the top. No, I won't skip off the top. It's all in the margin.
I thought we should have some more firepower. I got me some gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Lovely. Okay.
Them
Another 150 gold pieces.
But yeah, there's 150. How much are those?
150.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my gauntlets are surrounded by flames.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How much?
A little bit of literal firepower.
Lovely. And then last but not least, anything for Jareth over there?
Well, armor ruins my style, so we went with something different.
Yeah. You can't sell your style, that's for sure.
Then you can't get the
I
creases.
could put a
out
number
of
on it, though.
You can.
Ooh, we can make some money off that.
What did we end up going for you?
Displacement, wasn't it? Sorry, I mean,
Yes.
displacement, wasn't it?
Oh, the displacement. I can't read my handwriting.
Cloak of displaced.
Because it's blurry.
Cloak.
Because it's blurry. You were wearing it at the time, yeah.
I'm wearing
I placed
it now,
the name
can't
somehow.
see.
I wrote the name like it was displaced. You wrote it and then you thought you'd stylize it by making it displace. And then
Exactly. I wrote it twice on top of itself.
Yeah, exactly,
Slightly
yeah.
shifted to the side.
Yeah.
There is one more purchase. Oh, sorry. First,
So that would be 100 gold pieces. 100 gold pieces. Yeah, easy. You're still very wealthy. I can invest it in many stocks.
Oh, excellent.
Is that it? Are we done here?
Yeah, I believe so. Is there anything? That's all that I have. Was there anything else? Anybody have?
No. Oh, good. I'm busy, man. I'm the only accountant in the whole of Wild Space. I've got to get back to work. But I've got your money in
Wild Space.
the whole of Wild Space.
Turn around,
Realm
there's like
space.
a line of hundreds of people out the door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like that Beetlejuice bit. You know, ticket 1,872 or something like that.
Mhm.
No, but you got in. Nice. The only one on the Rock of Brow. How about that? I'm the only one on Rock of Brow. Only one for 10,000 feet.
That's still a lot. That's
Yeah.
still impressive.
10,000 miles, whatever. This side of Taro, I don't know. Anyway, Right, okay. I will invest it wisely. Ish. Okay, bye.
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 The accountant.
Bye.
There you go. So you leave the accountant's office. There you go. That's everyone at home. If you understand exactly what happened, that was our shopping episode done in 10 minutes. That was the way to do it.
Yay!
And now adventurers have accountants. Of course they have accountants. They would have accountants, right? They've got loads of money. They'd have financial advisors.
Maths.
Yeah. So, with that then, you have now got yourselves a crew. You got a new ship, a bombard. We haven't named the ship yet. Oh my gosh, that could be interesting. You haven't named it. You got to christen a ship.
Oh my glob.
There were other suggestions for the other ship in there, wasn't there? There was other ones in our chat before, but we can figure that out. You've also got your 10 Gith. So your Gith, as I said, because of Ziggy's connection to the Gith Illithid War, being a Gith themselves and a local hero, being a merc turned to like an altruistic fighting and leading the charge against the Illithid Empire. You get yourself a deal because they sort of want to. You've got, your mates, your sort of mates rates with them. GIF, the GIF, rates. Yeah, GIF. They are just your generic mercenaries. They are guns for hire. They are particularly adept at firearms. Anyone who doesn't know that, so they are basically your gunners or your lead gunners, because you've got on the bombard 3 types of firing equipment. You've got the large cannon. I believe it's called just is it called the large cannon or the massive cannon or something ridiculous? Giant cannon. And you've got 2 ballistae. So you've got at least a GIF apiece to sort of manage that. So they're going to have advantage. They'll give an advantage they'll give you bonuses to your weapon attacks. They won't give you advantages, but you'll get a bonus to that if you're using them. And you've got an additional one as a backup. And then you've got the GIF as sort of your general hands on the ship. So yeah, that's your ship. And you've got the bombard itself, which is for people. There'll be a picture. We'll put a picture up and you'll see one. But it's kind of like a big battering ram galleon with a dragon at the front of it, which is pretty cool.
I love it. Should we? I'd like to post the name TVC15.
Yeah, there we go. TVC15. TVC15. All right, cool. I just posted a picture in there. I love it. Fantastic. So that's the TVC15. So you would have probably bought the ship off Dylan. That's who you'd have bought the ship. They're also like the ship broker at the dry dock in the Rock of Bral. So last night, what happened? Just to recap where we were. Last night we all went to sleep. There was a lovely moment where Major Tom sort of wrote a lovely letter to their wife back at home on Earth, on our Earth, or an alternate version of Earth. Jareth went to the labyrinth to rest and recuperate, and
throw darts at pictures of Ziggy.
Throw darts at pictures of Ziggy. And Hunky Dory stole everyone's sheets, including Major Tom's, and swanned around.
I left one.
Oh, you left one for Major Tom? Okay.
The fitted sheet.
Okay, yeah, the fitted sheet underneath. But other than that, you wrapped yourself around, walked around the opera bedroom that you had, and you found yourself a ring. Of mind protection.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah. Is it called mind protection? Mild shielding. Sorry. Mild shielding. Apologies. Which is got a person inside it who you've seen a picture of, who's a very small, elderly-looking humanoid. Who likes to talk about their farm and their cows. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we couldn't get someone who's maybe used a computer before, but
it's fine. That's what you've got.
Work. It's gonna be good.
But it's a very good ring of mild shielding. It's an uncommon thing. Gives you it stops people able to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying. So now, technically, you cannot hear anything from Hunky Dory, Major Tom, with your psionic abilities you may have. They have, I
guess unless they want to.
Unless they want to, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just couldn't listen in if you ever had that opportunity before. It also, you use the action to cause the ring to become visible until you use another action to make it visible, or until you remove the ring. So you can always have it invisible, so you don't have to have it there. And there you go. And you can have your soul enter it if you want to. Well, it enters it on your death, and then you can choose to leave, basically.
Wait,
what if the
but
old guy doesn't
because
wanna
of the
leave?
old guy, can I even get in?
Oh no, it's already occupied.
Yeah, what do I do?
Unless it
Can
already
I-
houses a soul. Yeah, you can't enter it if he's already in there.
You have to be the one to decide to leave. Someone can't, like...
Yeah, you can't make him leave. So yeah,
he
he's in
doesn't
there.
want to leave because he said to me that he really likes it there.
Yeah.
And that's why he hasn't gone.
Yeah, he
I
very
was gonna
likes
say,
it.
maybe we should ask him if he wants to be a goblin, but
Wait, could we take
Whoa.
someone out of the ring?
Yeah, but
Well,
they
I
go
mean,
to the
they're
afterlife.
dead.
They go to the afterlife. That's it.
But this is space, baby.
I mean,
We can't put him on a USB.
you could probably put him into a soul gem. That's the only other thing you could probably put him into.
Cool.
Yeah, or a soul coin. You could probably give him to a devil to eat.
Wow.
I mean,
Whoa.
you asked. You did ask. Those are options. I'm giving you all the options. I don't know where
I
you
love
want to go.
that. I love that. You know, and it's just like,
There are probably people with magical powers that could probably make it evacuate.
I have magical powers.
I mean, you could try. I'm sure ways you could try.
This feels like a lot of work just to make a...
I'm thinking more people would like wish or like
What
sequester.
if I banished him to the labyrinth?
Potentially.
He might love that.
Oh, then he'll never leave the labyrinth. And you know what? That actually might be okay.
I would allow that you could, if you can convince him to move out to the labyrinth, you could go there as an afterlife because it is technically sort of an infinite plane. So you could say that that's an afterlife. I'll accept that.
We could help him
You could put him in the labyrinth.
in
But anyway,
our own way.
yeah. I mean,
speaking
it's
of the labyrinth,
yeah.
should we see if we can snag any goblins? See if we can snag any goblins and how many we can snag. Just real quick.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think you're right. I think you're right.
All right. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you wake up. You wake up to find your sheets off you. You've all had a lovely long rest, though. Everyone's feeling recuperated. And I don't know if Hunky Dory's showing off this ring, but they have a... If they are...
I am.
Yeah, so there's a new big brain-like looking like sapphire on a gold band that sits around their finger. That's very cool.
Wow, everyone. I watched you while you were asleep. Don't worry, no one came in. I was here. I was awake all night and all day, and I saw everything. I did take time for me for a quick trance. And so I can do a lot of new things that you didn't know about. But I found something in a drawer.
What did you find?
Here it is! Isn't it fabulous? It's
Is that a
beautiful.
brain?
It's a person!
What? There's a
I'm not sure I
person
follow.
in your ring?
Yes. We spoke for many hours. It entertained me a great deal. I learned about something disgusting that humans do. It's called
Exist?
milk. Bizarre. But I learned about it. I saw it even, and I'm telling you now, I am never taking this off. And my friend, he's in there. And he won't leave. But he could. But he won't.
Major Tom is trying to, just internally trying to figure out if what grosses Hunky Dory out about milk is the fact that humans can produce it, the fact that humans drink it, or the fact that humans just milk things.
I was about to take it somewhere worse. I was about to be like, Hunky Dory's like, you can do that? Done with that. Moving on.
Can you tell what we're talking about today?
No.
Calcium. Sorry, that's...
Get it from a vitamin.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No one else can hear this. Only you, Hunky Dory, will be able to hear this creature inside, by the way, just to clarify.
Great.
Just letting you know.
Does Hunky Dory know that?
So far you have no idea. I'm just saying. Find out.
Can I just roll an insight check? I just want to make sure that Hunky Dory is okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is
People
relatively
been trying
par
to
for the
figure
course,
that out for a long time.
but this is one of the first times that they've actually produced a physical object.
Yeah.
That is as of evidence of something they've been
Yes.
talking about. So I just want to make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is an exciting and terrifying moment for the crew.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Yeah. Okay. You're not deceiving. So unless you want to be pretending you're deceiving, like how do you want to play it? Say.
No, I'm completely jazzed about this.
Yeah,
I want everybody to know. I'm sharing it. The friend is great.
Yeah. So you believe, they've got a ring and they really believe it. That's as much as you can gain from it. Like they believe this is real. As much as you can tell if it's real or not, that's up to your interpretation. But with your insight, they're telling you the truth in the best of their knowledge.
I'll just surreptitiously, as we're like hanging out throughout the day, ritual cast detect magic just to make sure that there's nothing cast on them. But I'm not going to push the issue. I'm just going to be like,
okay,
well, hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a very cool ring, and I'm glad you made a new friend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, detect magic, you get abjuration. It's a warding magic to it. You don't see anything like evocative or necromantic or anything like that. It's just abjuration. It's got a warding spell upon it. That's all you would know with detect magic, and it is obviously magic, but you wouldn't know what the magic exactly is. You'd have to identify it to do that, basically. But yeah, that's what you got. And then in the rest of the day, so after your little interaction in the morning, you go and do all the shopping that we've already discovered. One thing that you would have encountered at the ship's dock that I want to put on it is ashes. You would have found them there. And it looks like they haven't slept. And they have them and a couple of other tabaxi, and as well as another auto-gnome that you've never met before, or a gold auto-gnome, and then what else? So again, a plasmoid as well would be there. And you recognize the other tabaxi as part of Ash's old crew that he used to run around with, which were called the Purple Cats, which is, I can't think of a better name. But the cat people. The cat people, yeah, exactly. I know, but that's too on the nose, so I was trying to think of something like
No, it is not a good crew name at all.
Yeah,
Please
cat
disregard
people.
it, but
Yeah.
that did happen in my brain when you said
What cat people? The cat people.
No, my one.
What's your one? What was your one?
Cat scratch fever.
Cat scratch fever. The purple cats,
No.
I guess is what
Yeah,
I
the
was saying.
purple cats is it.
Purple
The
cats.
purple cats is
Yeah,
it.
that was it. And
I
so,
always said cat people because of the song.
yeah, no, I know. That's why I was thinking, yeah. But that song always makes me think of like the color purple, so I was kind of going with that.
Fair enough.
That's the only reason why. I don't know why. But anyway, they sort of like they're hanging around, and you could see what they've done is taken all the scrap metal of the old ship and have sort of arranged it into piles, and are sort of shifting it around and like all looking through it and sort of writing down notes, and they're looking a bit tired and sort of like having a bit of a break, but they are around the ship at the time when you're like, after I think you'd go straight to the ship dock into the door, like straight up into the ships without seeing the merchant like area. They'd have pointed out to the ship that you're talking about. You'd have gone to that and maybe seen something in the corner and not really taken it in. And then after the sort of deal's been done, you're sort of hanging around waiting for the ship to come and get like prepared and your crews turn up. And that's when you notice off in the corner this happening. And they're sort of taking a rest, they're having a bit of a sit down and sort of like leaning over some paper which they're sketching on.
Ashes, what are you doing?
And they stretch like super like.
What is this? What,
Sorry, I was really really upset about what happened, and I thought what we could do is I think. I can't let Ziggy's ship just be like left here. They were gonna put it in like scrap or
why not? They left us for scrap.
I can't let it go. I know this ship. I built this ship. I put this ship together. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Ziggy. I know, and so I
think we should keep all this stuff that you ripped off for Ziggy.
Well, I want to build the ship again.
You want to build a ship?
I want to rebuild the ship again. I think I can do it. I think I've caught up with my old mates from the Purple Cats, and I've got Asmoy over there. He's the plasmoid, and got a couple of kind of auto gnome crew. There's Dippo, Bippo, and Boppo. I can't think of any good names off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Owen, Glowin,
Dippo, and
Ori,
Boppo.
Dory, Nori.
Yeah, Dippo, Boppo, and Bippo. I don't know. Oh, what are the Groucho brothers called? What are they called?
Oh, Harpo, Groucho.
Yeah, there we go.
And I can't remember what the other.
I got the Marx brothers,
Yeah.
the Marxes, the MARXs, yeah, MARXs crew to help out, and I think together we could put this back together.
I got you. It's Chico, Harpo, Groucho, Gummo, and Zeppo.
There you go. That's
Well,
who's
there's
there.
more of them than I thought.
Yeah, there's apparently a sixth brother
Yeah.
named. Oh, but he died.
That's so
Never
sad.
mind.
The only one we talked about is Groucho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the Groucho Club.
And
I
it
guess.
was
Also
a team
Harpo.
effort.
Yeah, Harpo. Yeah, I think Zippo's quite. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Ching.
Zeppo. I'll
Oh,
write their
Zeppo.
names in the chat so that we
Right then, so we can
know
remember
these
them.
people are named.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I put this on the spot. I didn't think of they would actually be named, but yes, there they are, the Marx brothers. So yeah, I think we think we. I just want to do this. I think it would be might just undo what I kind of helped do. I mean, Ziggy brought us together because we're all like the odds and ends of the world. Like, you know, Hunky Dory, where else would you go? And like Jareth.
Wherever Ziggy goes.
Well, like, I mean, like, you kind of, you know, you were sort of like down your luck. You know, you'd done all these shows and they weren't going great. Don't anger them. And like,
What are you talking about?
I mean, they were great. They were so amazing. I loved every single one of them. I watched. I went every night. Sorry, what I meant is that Ziggy loved them so much that he needed you on the ship with us. Yeah,
That's,
we needed a
Yeah.
resident artist on our ship, and so Ziggy required a resident artist, and that's why we got you. And then Jack. Yeah, that's what he said, right? Yeah.
whenever.
Shit. See, this is why I put my foot in it. But you get my point. Ziggy did a lot and kept us together, and so I think I honored him. I need to do something.
Wow.
And I feel like you don't really need me at the moment. I think like
We don't.
oh. Okay, it was
We just loved you.
oh. That's okay. I mean, I just think
That's why you were special. We
you.
loved you.
you did. Yeah. I'm gonna miss you. I'm just gonna miss you.
Well, we will never die. The Major might. But that's okay.
They keep saying that. You know,
I've
they
got
keep
9
bringing up the
lives,
fact
though.
that they won't die, but I will, and it
Jareth,
makes me
listen to
uncomfortable.
that.
It makes me uncomfortable.
I know.
All I know, I'm already dead, and these are just the last dying moments as I hallucinate
Wow.
before I finally shuffle off this mortal coil.
That could be true.
I mean, that would make a lot more sense.
Sometimes I wonder
get
if I was
really
ever
far
truly
away,
alive.
Maybe we weren't. Maybe this is all a dream.
I mean, yeah. Something. I mean, some
Yeah.
return.
Yeah.
I know you're right. We were just a bunch of misfits, right?
Hmm.
But that includes you, Ashes. As much as I hate to admit it.
Mm,
I know,
yeah.
but yeah,
And Ziggy already left,
he did.
you know?
But when he comes back,
Why, but why make it one more?
yeah, but yeah, but I want when he comes back this ship not to be in pieces. I want it to be when he comes back, this ship's back.
Maybe if you stay here and start working on rebuilding the Moon Age Daydream, when we return, we can maybe combine it with some of the weaponry and the resources from our new ship and some of the metal plating, and you know, have kind of a super ship.
I mean, I'm so up for that. That sounds amazing to make it better. And that's a
Just
cool
to
shit.
compromise. You know, everybody kind of gets what they want. You stay here, but you're going to rejoin the crew. It's only a temporary leave of absence.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going forever. I just want to make this ship. And I think you got a brand new ship. You don't need an engineer to make that go. That's straight off the line, top of the range. Like, that doesn't need wires plugged in the wrong place. I know what I'm like. But this, I can just go crazy and I can fix some of the problems. I'm going to try that Cyancraft thing.
Science.
Yeah, science.
Craft.
Cyancraft, yeah, Cyancraft. And I'm going to make
That
it work.
sounds right.
Yeah.
It's definitely science.
The method of the Cyancraft. Yeah. The message, the Cyancraftic message. The Cyancraftic message. Yeah, let's not go. I might have to bleep that out. that's a swear word. Anyway, back on the Cyancraft. Yeah, anyway, so the Cyancraftic message. I'm going to use the Cyancraftic message and not press the button straight away. Think about what the buttons mean and then press the buttons.
Major Tom has
small victories. Small victories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I need to take a quick walk. Just sort of walk over, and cool. I just assume like just a crouch for a minute with my hands sort of behind my head.
Make sure you do it like flat feet. Not toes.
Right.
When you do it.
Okay, thank you.
That's Cyancraft.
I run out.
Run. You're in a yard. You're in a yard. You run into a building.
I run out of the yard.
Look at how much energy that gave him.
Look at that caveman go. Sorry, I just couldn't think of. I couldn't think of a lyric. That was all.
It's the freakiest
show. So basically, then you sort of like. We'll end the conversation pretty easily. So yeah, he just go. Yeah, I think this is what I need to do. And
well, I hope for your sake that Ziggy appreciates what you're doing.
I think he will.
If they ever come back.
They will come back.
Yeah,
they will come back. They will. I'm sure
really
of it.
Soon.
Yeah, like the war's going to be over soon. I heard okay things.
My friend told me.
Yeah.
Your friend's in a ring. What do they know?
Did they tell you about the war?
Jareth.
I think it's going okay. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it's pretty bad, both sides. But, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's fine.
Yeah?
Just probably fine.
I'm sure it's fine, right? Fine. Yeah, okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Okay, well, look. Don't do anything stupid. And, come back and all that shit, right?
We'll keep the Major in check. Don't you?
Yeah,
he's good though. He keeps, we all keep each other in check.
Stupid, but good.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He's shown some intelligence. Like he taught me chess pretty good. He's just not got that creative intelligence that we've all got.
That is such a low bar. Teaching you chess.
It's very complicated.
I'll never understand you.
I want to. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of done with chess now. I'm sort of more into like, there's this game that's like called Humans and People or something like that, and you can roll dice. It sounds really fun. I want to get into that.
Like humans in bedrooms?
Humans in bedrooms. Humans in houses. Humans in houses.
Yeah.
Humans in houses. Humans in houses. It's a really great game that I've been getting into. I'm thinking of doing like a, you can play with your friends. People come watch you. I think it'd be quite fun. Anyway, I'll be bored with that in a month.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be back on the ship by that point.
I'll keep up with the ship. The ship will keep us busy, and when you're ready, we'll have it ready for you. And if you need us, like, call me. If it's ready, I'll come get you. I'll come get you.
I think Hunky Dory would like that based on the face they just made.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If we get it done, the minute it's done, I'll call you. You tell me where you are.
You better.
I will. Okay.
Because we might, need it.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You got a cool new ship. That ship's got firepower.
Yeah.
I also see you've got Oz. I see you have Oz on your ship.
Really?
That dude's pretty cool. He's like all black metal. Seriously black metal. Yeah? That's like super. He's like Wizard Supreme. So that's pretty cool.
Well, I'm sure he'll be useful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty edgy though.
What's wrong with edgy?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm just saying. Yeah,
That was
have fun.
test ashes and you passed. Well done.
Good, cool. All right, I'm gonna go because I need to pass out. I need to pass out. I haven't slept in 48 hours. I don't know. I need to just go to sleep. Like, I'm a cat as well. We need sleep. Probably going to sleep for about a week. And then I'm going to start working on this. But anyway, enough about me. Let's, you go. You got to go catch that asshole.
That we do.
Doodle-hoo!
Yeah, doodle hoo.
I don't have enough space to do this where it doesn't look weird.
And then he goes back and they just sort of join up and they just doing that and you're off.
Major Tom will just run back. We'll come walking back and just shake Ash's hand and say, it's been nice working with you. Look forward to working with you again. Exchange pleasantries and then go on with the rest of the group.
He said, yeah. It's been good. Thanks for the chess and like for teaching me the science graphic message.
No.
That's really great.
Don't finish that sentence. Goodbye. And I run after the rest of the group going, la 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 la.
I don't know why he doesn't like. I thought he'd like that. I thought it was a good message. Okay. Fine. And then he goes back. I'll teach you. And he starts explaining it to the other tabaxi. And you're like, so the sign graphic message is like, it's this message that you take, like it's in your brain, like message. And it's like, there you go. And they're off. So you get on your ship. So you've got your GIF.
Mine
and
is Hunky.
Pero goes, I would say, maybe quartermaster for Jareth. Deals with the money.
Oh.
That's fair.
I already have a title and it's king. I don't need
Yes,
another
King
one.
Quartermaster.
Fine.
Okay. Is that acceptable to you? Sorry.
Sure, fine.
I'm just translating for the people, but King is the same. Yes.
If it will make the minds of these subjects more conducive to our needs, then sure.
Maybe creative director
That's too many words.
for Hunky Dory.
Oh, wow. I could be that for you if it makes you happy. But, I am just the Hunky Dory, and part of me is a real queen. But
Yes.
you'll never meet them.
You better hope you don't.
During this interaction, can I just be like, once I realize that this is happening, can I start telepathically just talking to each of the crew members, saying, "Hello, this is your captain speaking. Just letting you know that this is par for the course, and you do not need to stand here and wait for us to finish having this conversation. You can just go to your posts and help us take off. We are going after Adamantium, and that's it."
Okay. Yep. Off we go. And then you just see them chum, go off, and they all run in. Oz and Pero sort of like they sort of like have a like binary. They talk in like another language that you don't understand. And they do this.
Is Pero so excited?
Yeah, and they're sort of like they look very excited. And then Oz is like, yes, this is good. Yes, we will do this. Yes, and then Pero's like, yes, I think we if you would. And then like it's all like that sort of thing. And they're sort of like chatting away, and they sort of walk onto the ship and are all sort of conversing, and you're left on the outside with your goblins who don't know what to do.
All right. Well, Grax and Smudge, please clean the ship. Make sure this ship is as clean as can be.
It's clean. No, but they then go around and they go, yeah, okay, we'll start at the bottom. What's the top? All right, dude. All right, dude. Let's go do this. Jobs, man, jobs. Yes, I can do this. Let's go. Right, and they just sort of run off, and they're in the ship, and the ship gets already prepared. Everyone sort of gets to their points. The GIF sort of like have already like discussed how they're going to run the ship, and they sort of I'm going to say that they will just functionally work. You might have like one GIF that sort of you talk to and one GIF you talk to, basically, and then that will like deal with running both of them. So the GIF will just basically you talk to man and deal with all the. And there needs to be like a gender neutral term for like man something. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a term for that.
To
helm
it.
Operate. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. I need to like because of like man the sails. It's like it's in my head. So
Operate the sails.
Operate the sails. Release the kraken. So you have one to just deal with operating all the gunnery, and then you'll have one GIF that sort of like deals with operating like the ship management, keeping it going. So we could give them some names at some point. I haven't actually given them some names. I could do with some.
Can they be David and Byrne?
They could be David and Byrne. Yeah. David is the GIF, and Byrne is the GIF.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, is the GIF, aka GIF, right?
Yeah.
And burn is the
GIF.
The GIF.
Yeah.
Too much of an overbite for this.
Yeah.
We gotta come up with an alternate term for this, just so that
I mean, we can just use
One day you find yourself in the middle of a ship, and you ask yourself, "How did I get here?" Even the days go by. Sorry. Here we are. That's what they're saying to each other. Literally as you walk in. One day, don't you ask yourself, "How did I get here?" And it goes, "Yes." Don't you ask yourself, "Is this my beautiful house?" No, it's a ship. Oh, right. Yes. Anyway,
This is my wife.
What is this large automobile?
what is this large automobile? I should be able to do it. I need to practice my David Byrne. That's a hard accent to do. That's an interesting voice. You just need to sort of like go very loud like that, don't you? Yeah.
I got a boatswain that's better than that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to now go into some talking heads. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I only picked him because I think David Byrne inducted David Bowie into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I like that.
And
I think they're
obviously very influenced by him.
There's
Like, I think-
definitely some connection.
Yeah, like Brian Eno basically left David Bowie and then went and worked with Talking Heads.
Yeah, I've got it.
essentially.
I've got it though, because at one point when they get, instead of saying I'm gonna say, if you're happy with this, that the GIF term for captain is Zimbra, so they can say, "Aye, Zimbra."
I like it.
Is that okay?
Cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, "Aye, Zimbra." That's it. So that's gonna be the GIF.
All right.
Right. Okay. Cool. Fine. Yes. There you go. Jesus Christ. I love it. This is the rock opera. That's what we're doing. So you're on the ship. They're in there. David and Byrne are in the sort of like, you've got a crew quarters. You've got a main sort of like deck of your ship. You've got the sort of what's it called on this? You've got the fantail deck, which is sort of like where they're sort of looking over like the top of the sort of galleon bit. There is also captain's quarters at the lower thing. You've got like a promenade outside the captain's quarters and wardroom. So maybe you're in the wardroom. Yeah, I'd say you're in the wardroom. They'd say they'd meet you there. I think they would have said something like in the telepathic saying they'd have sent the others off and then they'd have gone, meet you in the wardroom, Zimbra. Hi, Zimbra.
Can the other GIF be named Tina, Chris, and Jerry? As well, after those are the other members of Talking.
Talking Head. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna have to remember that. Chris and Jerry are the other GIF. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the three other GIF, and then if you want, I can just throw out more Talking Heads names for the GIF.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They could be Born Under Punches.
Whenever the ship is overheating, they're like, the heat goes on.
Was.
Oh my gosh, jeez.
Oh.
One of them is definitely a bit of a psycho killer, though. That's for sure.
Hey,
That is
Hey.
right. All right. We're on a road to nowhere right now, so let's get moving.
Hey.
Go on now. Go on. Right. So they're in the ships. They're in the ship. The captain's wardroom. So they're all there. What's the plan, Captain?
Well, we first things first. We have some allies that we are going to go meet up with, the Goon Squad, very shortly. Yeah. So we're going to chart a course for the Goon Squad first things first, and then we're going to head out and try and triangulate. We're going to try and triangulate Adamantium's position.
Adamantium. I'm going to do the GIF as a bit more posher because they're sort of always like Napoleonic, aren't they? So I guess that's kind of what they do. Just to differentiate between the two. Right, yes. Okay. Yes, okay. Let's, we can follow we've got the trajectories, we've got information from where they followed him out into wild space. I think they said he was heading off beyond. He's already gone out of realm and is seemingly heading off into some part of the uncharted territories. So, we can follow that directory, but I think en route is where we can meet the Goon Squad. Yes. Fine, warriors. Yes. Yeah, okay. All right, we can do that. And engage with head off to where the Goon Squad are outside I don't know how you pronounce it. Hitacha, I think is how you pronounce it.
Hitachi.
Hitacha. I think it's a hard word. Hitacha. Toro.
What does the word look like?
It's
now I want to see it.
Planets of realm space.
Hitacha.
I've lost my tab. I've opened too many tabs.
That sounds cool, though.
It's H approximately
Sounds like something that you would say when you-
Hakatha. So we're going to head out to beyond Hakatha, where they've just dropped off those beholders. Try and steer clear of anything untoward, and we'll make our way over there. Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. Who will be helming the ship?
I believe that will be Oz.
Oz. Pero seems to be talking to him, so I'm assuming he's keeping him updated. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe then they walk in. Yes.
Helmster Oz, please assume the helm. We are heading off. We are setting out on our voyage.
Oh. Okay. I will take over the helm.
I turn to the Hunky, Dory, and Jareth, and just smile like, we got a crew.
And they just disappear off. And they sort of, when they move, they sort of have a cloak, a black cloak, I'm going to imagine now, which is like all metal. And it's sort of fixated, like a cloak rippling, but it doesn't move. And they sort of hover. Oz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. We'll go helm on the helm.
See, the robot can fly.
It sort of hovers. He levitates. Yeah.
I wonder if we can make the goblins do that.
When they open the door, you just see.
Can tell us.
Yeah. Well, he's gone. He's gone. The wizard. He probably can though. He can cast spells, obviously.
Maybe one day Oz can tell us.
Perhaps. Do you want to be the one to ask them?
No.
Oh.
And on that note, we cut to you flying into
Such
space.
a weird interaction.
You're flying along into space.
Even for our crew, that was a very strange.
That was a very strange.
Just took place.
I was like, we should leave that. We should leave that hanging. That is fair. So you take off into flight. You're on the Rockabral. It's sort of like, you hear Oz on the helm going, calling Rockabral, this is TVC15, moving off deck. Prepare to look. I know that stuff goes on, and you sort of like take off. There, it's pretty uneventful. You get off into space, and you're cruising. You're cruising the realm space, passing by planets. It's beautiful. You're still in the sort of, as I said, you're in the realm space itself, which is where Toril is, like the homeland of like D&D. Waterdeep and all that is on Toril. So Forgotten Realms is. You pass by the first sort of, probably moving beyond Capri, which is like the sort of next sort of red planet. It's very much like Mars-looking planet. And then you go past Chandos, and then you get then you got a bit of a long journey, which is in the sort of meteor field bit. And so that's when it starts to just sort of like, you just got a bit of time now where you're just going to be hanging out for about a couple of days in this space until you get to your next thing. It's like sort of like, when we get to our gas giants, we've got that sort of gap from Mars to Jupiter, and it's a bit of a journey, and that's sort of where you're in at the moment. I mean, it goes fast, you're going super fast, but it's long distances, so it's going to take a couple of days until you then next see another planet. Is there anything you want to be doing whilst you're on the ship?
I want to spend some time, take Grax and Smudge, my new best friends.
Yeah.
And show them parts of the labyrinth. And take some time, probably very badly, explaining the sort of magic that they can use. And so mechanically, they've got Disguise Self, Magic Missile, and Crown of Madness. Cantrips as well. What cantrips do they have?
They get a cantrip.
No idea.
Oh wow!
I think they get 2 cantrips, but I actually don't think I
think we've decided one of them is Eldritch Blast,
yes,
because they're
Eldritch
warlocks.
Blast. Yes. But particularly like Eldritch Blast is going to be like, no, like this way, and they probably are shooting
So
in the wrong direction.
you're letting them you're doing a training montage with them in the labyrinth.
I've made
Loads of Ziggies.
a room out of all of the Ziggies on the Ziggy. Oh my god. Yes, the training. I feel like the training dummies are not actively Ziggy, but their face is eerily familiar.
It's like the AI generator of Ziggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've taken bits of the edge of the labyrinth where it's all started to fall apart and sort of taken some of the bits from that and made this sort of higgledy-piggledy training area out of
cool.
weird ancient stone blocks and then a few mirrors that have been partially smashed.
And they're gonna do runs and jumps and stuff like that. And running and jumping and sort of shooting the Eldritch Blast and trying to do what does your Eldritch Blast look like? What does an Eldritch Blast from the Goblin King's power look like?
I feel like it is the most disgusting brown color you can possibly.
Ooh, yeah, like a smudge, a smudge.
It's like a glob of bog.
Yeah,
basically, of mud.
yeah. Sort of like a bubbling mud that sort of shoots
then
out
explodes.
and then sort of off. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's not purple eldritch. It's sort of
no,
boggy.
it is disgusting.
Bog blast.
Bog blast.
That's what they've got. Bog blast.
Yes,
yeah.
Bog blast.
Bog blast. It leaves a smell afterwards, just for a little bit.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it does absolutely.
Negates charisma checks. I'll allow that. If anyone who gets hit by a bog blast has got a -2 to charisma checks for the next 24 hours or something. Yeah, until they finish a long rest or have a bath. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is cool. Yeah, I like the labyrinth, so we can come and go as we like. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, you let us in.
Though.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
All right. I love the new magic spells. They're really cool. Oh, I might try them out next time we're in a fight. That sounds awesome.
Good.
Yep.
That's what they're for.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Well, what's our job on the ship then for today?
What exactly needs to be done? I think I would just have them say, you know what? Why don't you just hang around? And I would actually, I would assign them to both Byrne and David. And say, I delegate and say, whatever the rest of the crew is not handling, you can step in and handle it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I'll delegate and I'll inform David.
Because the ship is pretty clean. Yeah, dude. We totally are just tidying up little snags and stuff.
Yeah, you did a great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Oh, awesome. Hey, we did a good job. High five. Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. Hunky Dory. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Well, I mean, really, we are in outer space. So, is this even up?
What is up? Jesus Christ, we haven't even talked about what is up. My gosh.
What really is
up?
it?
I don't know.
Think about that for
I will.
today's enrichment.
Cool. All right. That's what they're going to do. Dude, what do you think up is? I don't know. It's that way, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I'm a dude. It's going to be deeper than that. Not that way.
Hunky Dory has walked off.
Yeah. Oh, she's gone.
I think we all
it's
know
either
this
it's
point.
either that way or not that way is what I'm going with. Yeah, dude, I don't think you're getting the point. I think me and Hunky Dory are on a different level than you, dude. And then that's all you hear is the final words you hear. It's sort of
Now battle for my love.
that's what they will do. Right. Those are our goblins. You're flying through the middle of space.
We are.
Flying through space. Can I have someone make it a helm check for me? A helm check and maybe a check to see what's going on. See what's going on. Check in. Just do a ship check. See where we are.
What gets added to a ship?
Just do an arcane.
Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana. That's what I'm looking for.
Arcana's
I got
not
some plus 12.
Yeah, do
What?
it.
That helps.
Wow.
Wait, for real?
Actually, yeah, you could do that. What's
How did you manage that?
What's Oz got? Arcana's got plus
I thought-
9.
I have
I
expertise
thought my
in
plus 5 was good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was
Sorry.
gonna say, I was like, what have you done?
What have you done to yourself?
What have you done? to
Yeah, I
yourself?
have high intelligence, plus 4 proficiency bonus, and then I took expertise in it.
Okay, cool. I have a plus 10 in performance. Was useless.
That's amazing.
But I was looking at that and I was like, wow, I've never gotten it that big. Whoa.
Well, actually, Taylor, when you played Booty Katorian, you had a plus 20, if you remember correct. 27.
That was really broken, though.
That was a broken game.
That was really broken, Hamilton. That should have never been possible.
You got a 40. You got a 40 in.
What level were you? Were you just like really high?
No, we're playing our stupid game show, and in that, Taylor did a Randy Savage impression that was just so amazing that I gave her a plus 40 to performance. It was just
all right. Here's
brother.
So I rolled a 19.
Cream of the crap.
That's a 31 for the ship check.
Fuck, right. So the ship is moving at relatively amazing pace. It's also just running really well. There's no like issues with the ship. The ship is like, it's new off the block, you know? So there's that sort of like always that new car, maybe something's been put together wrong, but it's just running fine. It's smooth as anything. And you sort of just you move on beyond, and you get and that gets you through and past that first bit of space I was talking about, and you then start seeing Glyph, which is like a large blue sort of planet. It's a grey planet. It has a ring like Saturn. It's called one of the Five Wanderers. It is, though, a hub of illithid activity. And so before you even got like close to it, you would have sort of moved aside. It's been a bit abandoned for some time, though, but it is like still got some illithid. It's not part of the Empire, but it was sort of a major stronghold of theirs for a long time. But since a lot of things have shifted about, and people haven't been too keen of having like an illithid empire sort of like place nearby, and them sort of like finding that too awkward, they sort of have moved beyond. But there are still illithid that live there. But you sort of give it a bit of a berth anyway, just like the Gith wouldn't want to go near there, sort of thing, and sort of just take that sort of like as a bit of a detour. You then get to the next one, which is called Garden, which is a sort of series of earthy masses that are connected together by like a huge plant, basically. So if you can imagine these floating big sort of like lumps of green, and it's sort of like got these little satellites of green that run around it, but it's it's sort of just basically like a jungle, like like a Elysium sort of place, just sort of like a haven of sort of plant life, and it's sort of left alone by people just as a sort of like area of outstanding natural beauty, or like a national park. It's sort of like maintained as a sort of like wild space for people like to not interfere with its ecosystem. And then you move on, and you're getting to the edges of realm space and towards Hakatha, which is the sort of like white, it's a flat disc sort of space. Flat earthers, there's your flat earth if you want one. Close up, it looks like a giant wagon wheel with the spindle. There's like a mountain in the center, so it's like one of those sort of like, it's a flat disc with a mountain in the center, and it's generally it's sort of like near the base there's 6 ports, and they're sort of like all, it's a beholder owned place. There's also the arcane, which are sort of like a spacefaring beings. Some of the cosmolith also sort of live there, so it's a very sort of like hub for really interesting and esoteric like items. Is a really good place to get, like, because the arcane and the cosmolith deal in sort of rarefied items, and they sort of deal with the beholders, and these beholders are not, they're not all like evil. They are just sort of, this is just sort of their main land, and they sort of like maintain, that's where they've sort of come from, well, not come from, but that's where they've sort of made home. And so you're nearing towards the Goon Squad, so you're sort of coming up to the sort of edges of realm space. You're now like beyond Katha and into the sort of like darkness before you get to the sort of edge. And so you probably got another day's trip. So is there anything more that would have happened in this short period of time? Like, you've got another couple of days. The crew are sort of trying to get used to the ship. Oz and Pera have been having more conversations about the ship itself and manning things and like trying to fix up items. Pera's made you some nice meals, and you've sort of like got back into a bit of a rhythm of like what's going on ship, basically.
I have a question and then a thing that I would like to be doing. Mm-hmm. My question is Jones with us? Because we haven't talked about Jones in a little while. Is Jones with us?
Yeah, Jones would have come with you. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, I think I would probably introduce Jones to the whole crew along the way, and
Oh, hello.
probably would schedule like practice runs for different people to practice with Jones.
Yeah.
So that in a pinch, anyone could ride them.
A lot of the all the Gith are experts with the ones that have known about Star Lancers. I'd say 50% of them can ride them with expertise. You know, like they've been trained. It's like a general thing that you might do. They'd like it's like having horses, I guess, in space, but for the Gith people. And so a lot of them will have known how to use them, and then the others that haven't would be, you know, like one of us. I mean, I've ridden horses when I was younger because I had a friend who had a horse, but if you are like an average person who might have been around horses, then that's what I'd say.
I wonder if they can teach us anything about them.
Yeah. I think because definitely.
We had so many questions about like, what's the, you know, context of this creature, and maybe
what do we feed them? What does Jones eat?
Oh my God, what does Jones eat?
We could just ask Jones.
Now
Jones
we
can
have
speak.
information.
Good point. I'll ask Jones. What do you eat?
Oh wait, well,
Thank you, Jareth, for that lesson on.
Wow,
on
surprising amount of humaneness you suddenly displayed, Jareth.
Well, I mean, don't spend it all in one place.
They have like a telepathic alliance with the Gith, so they sort of like have a fondness between each other. So they're like dogs that can talk, sort of like relationship to the Gith.
Like Airbud.
The Gith would call them Vakrel. That's how they would name them. They wouldn't call them Star. We call them, like, as in common tongue, they're called Star Lancers, but the Gith tongue it'd be Vakrel. And they are sort of they are the Celestials, and they're sort of reincarnations of sort of like god like creations. They're sort of like memories of gods, and so they're like these sort of live in a lot of like dead gods sort of beings, and they're sort of like the memories of the dead gods, like worshippers, sort of like remaining.
Were horses.
Yeah, they're basically, if wishes were horses, they're the unicorns of space, and so I don't say what they need to eat. I don't know what they need to eat.
Children.
They probably don't eat. I'm saying they're celestial beings. They probably just
yeah. Do they eat starlight? Can they eat starlight?
Yeah, they eat starlight. Yeah. There you go.
So we have to let Jones out.
They
every now and then to
photosynthesis. Yeah, he just needs to go into the astral sea and just sort of breathe some of the astral air.
So cool.
Yeah.
like Krill.
Yeah, like Krill. Yeah.
He's a filter feeder.
Yeah, it's
but specifically
Amazing.
for starlight. That's awesome.
That is so beautiful.
That's what those sails are for.
Yeah.
I like
Oh yeah, he picks up he collects in his
It's all of the
filters it in astral sea through his wings, and you see it
is he like
it leaves
that, or is he like is he like photosynthesizing with the help of the sails, like it's solar energy?
Oh yeah, like he's like a star. He's like a solar sail. Yeah,
They're like his leaves.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
And when he moves around, when he's doing that, you notice normally it doesn't leave a trail, but he leaves like a stardust trail behind when he's flying. So it's like planes leave those little things, but it's like a little rainbow comes off him. Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to make a joke about chemtrails.
Oh no.
Sorry.
your brain went to chemtrails and mine went to Nyan Cats, so
Same thing.
Mine went to Define Dancing from Wall-E.
Sorry. I'm sorry I'm like this.
The other thing that I wanted to do was essentially promote team building exercises. So during
Laughing
people's
yoga.
daily yoga. I don't know if Hunky Dory wants to lead the daily yoga, but I think I would have like nightly team meals where we all eat together, and I would try and we try to have fun things for the group, like story time. I regale them with stories of.
Oh, the GIF would also, and all of them would have great sort of stories. The GIF particularly love a good, they love telling stories about adventures and stuff like that. So they're all very good raconteurs, and I feel and the GIF themselves will sort of join in less enthusiastically as the GIF, because it's sort of the GIF is more like a badge of honor sort of thing for them. But lots of stories by campfire. Yeah, but
trying basically to promote
on the helm.
positive, good morale and like a good rapport, so that these people feel more of a relationship to us and maybe are slightly less willing to turn on us if somebody tries to come and offer them more money or something.
Okay, I think you're gaining a good rapport. Again, like the Gith are all behind you, you know, and they sort of talk maybe a bit of Ziggy, and you hear a bit again more about the war. They've got a little bit more going on. I think the things that you would hear is that the sort of illithids are sort of taking some more space, and it's not going perfectly great for the Gith. Ziggy's been a great like boon, because like sort of like given a bit of a charge and a bit of like re-energized a few people, and is sort of becoming a bit of a minor war hero in a way, but that's sort of what's going on. But yeah, and that's sort of all that you get. And maybe they find it a little bit awkward when they start talking a bit too much about Ziggy and seeing some of your faces, and they kind of just sort of like shut. Yeah, okay. But yeah, and that sounds, I feel like that will give you some benefits. You'll gain some crew morale, will go up definitely for those sorts of activities, which is useful because
Whatever
as
you're about to do to us,
because
yeah,
I took a trance before.
yeah, okay. So you're sort of like past this disc, and you're moving out into the edges of space, and you've been going out on Jones, and you've been taking people on runs of Jones, and a couple of the you take a couple of Gith out with Jones, and sort of like one of them kind of like goes off and sort of like flies off the back of the ship, and is sort of like doing some practice runs and like doing some like flies, swoop bys and stuff like that, just getting their eye in and sort of stuff like that, sort of top gunning it, if you know what I mean, like doing some of the maneuvers and sort of like playing chicken with the ship a little bit and sort of like swooping around the sail and going along. And then they sort of like fly just a little bit further out than they normally have done. And I don't know, Tom, I guess Mage Tom's probably just like managing this.
Mm-hmm.
When suddenly they just sort of disappear. And you're like, oh, at first you're like, yeah, they can go, like, these Star Lancers can just go invisible at will, right? They can just, that's kind of like, they get 3 cloaks a day, maybe that's what they're doing. And you sort of sit there and just go, yeah, that's kind of what they're doing. And you're just waiting for them to turn up. And then you wait a little bit longer than you feel comfortable with. And then it goes to beyond the point where you're kind of a little bit worried.
Then I think I'm going to go to Oz and say, Oz, can we please have the sensors? We need the sensors.
No, yes, okay. There's a little, like, pulse. 140 feet from you. Just as it gets to the point, and you sort of move the ship a little bit closer to the direction, I imagine. You get Oz sort of aware. You told them that Jones went in this direction, sort of direct them so they move the ship that way. And you get this, you see the element sort of come out. And you realize you had to move like 100. They've gone probably further than your spell would have reached. So you've moved that sort of distance in turn, and you do a boom, and literally at the edge of it, you just see like a tentacle. Boom. Just the edge of a very large tentacle.
I immediately start like through the ship's intercom notifying everybody of. Would I know what the tentacle might signify in this context?
You give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
It was big.
It's 17. Just a regular intelligence check?
Yeah. History. You can do, or history, if you want to add history.
Well, same. 17.
17. I think you would definitely know this is probably some sort of, like, ship. Maybe a military ship. You don't know how big.
Okay. I immediately start notifying the crew that there is a ship, where the ship is. There's a high probability of it being an illithid ship, and it may have already attacked. Who was riding the?
It would just be one of the Gith. It was not. It wasn't Byrne. It wasn't.
Okay. I have Weymouth, France, Harrison, Worrell, Mabry, Holt, Ballou, and I think I need 1 or 2 more, but it could be theoretically one of those.
Yeah, go with any of those. Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison
was
okay. Poor Jerry Harrison.
Jerry Harrison. Gone. Jerry. Damn it, Jerry! So
I'll announce to the crew, Harrison is missing. We don't know what happened to Harrison.
The Gith are sort of like
with Jones.
All right. They hear like What was it? What we seeing? We see it burns like Illithid, and sort of like gets like, guys, this Illithid, man the stations, and sort of just like everyone just sort of thing, and the Gith are like, oh, you fuckers, let's get them, and they're sort of like really riled up and just sort of like, everyone to the mangonels, everyone on the giant cannon, all right, get ready to fire on will when they appear.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama, papa coming for you. I'm the space invader. I'll be a rock and rollin' bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. Just walking like a big monkey bird. And I'm busting up a brain for the world.
Illithid, and sort of like gets like, guys, this Illithid, man the stations. You're like outside, but it's got gravity. It's got air.
Fighting in the dance hall.
Well, you see it sort of like looking at the three of you, and it sort of just focuses on you, Jareth, and just puts its hand out, and just like this little pulse of like energy just goes out, and Jareth just goes like that. Jareth, you are charmed. I think it's time you fight with us. Yes.
60, 10?
16. 1-6.
16. Oh, I'm going to use my dice roller app for this to save.
Them's the big gun.
That is the big gun.
But we're angry
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not anger, it's disappointment.
Okay. Just give me that roll.
So roll the die.
Dory is buoyant and curious and lilting, and Queen Bitch isn't. Queen Bitch is the antithesis of those things. Queen Bitch is why there's a crack straight through Hunky Dory's head. Queen Bitch is the inner darkness.
They're like everywhere. Oh my gosh! What do we do? And they just sort of like, I don't know, just go over this way. And they sort of run like underneath the stairs, just sort of hide under the stairs. As then behind them, this like big like thumping steps come up,